In this video, I want to discuss with you that why division by zero is undefined. That is why when we divide any number, or say what would happen if we divide any number by zero, what would be the result? So as our heading suggests that of course if you will divide any number by zero, then that division would be undefined. But let's see how exactly we get to that point, that why it's undefined. So by the definition of undefined means that the mathematicians and the mathematicians around the world, they don't have any particular answer for this question, that what would be the answer if we divide by zero, any number by zero. And to explain that, let's take an example. Suppose you divide example is, suppose you divide 8 by 2. So when you divide 8 by 2, so there is one method like you would have done in your junior classes, where you would write 8 like this and then you would divide it, and the answer would be 4, right? But there's one more basic way, okay, one more basic way for the division. That is the very first way which you would have learned, like to find the answer of any division. It would be like, suppose it's 8 divided by 2, so 8 and minus 2, and you go on subtracting that particular number till you get 0, and the number of times you repeat that process, you repeat that step, would be the answer. So suppose here it is 8 and 2, so 8 minus 2 would be 6, so this is one time. Then 6 minus 2 would be 4. This would be 2 times. Second step. Then 4 minus 2 would be 2, and this is a third step. And 2 minus 2 would be 0, and this would be fourth step. So how many number of times you repeated this process or steps? The answer is 4. You repeated 4 times, therefore the answer of this would be 4. Let's take another example. Suppose you have 12 and it is divided by 4. So in this case, 12 minus 4, and you would get 8. Then this is first step. 8 minus 4 would be 4, and this would be second step. And 4 minus 4 would be 0, and this would be third step. So how many times you repeated this process? This is 3 times, right? So this is the answer for 12 divided by 4. What if we apply the same steps for, say, 3 divided by 0? Okay, so I'll do 3 minus 0. 3 minus 0, this would give 3. This is the first one. 3 minus 0, again you would get 3. This would be the second step. And 3 minus 0, you would again get 3. This would be the third step. And you would go on doing this, and again you would get the same number. You would get the same number. Okay. So you could see that it will go on, and it has no limit where it would go, right? And that is why it is said that when you divide any number by 0, then that answer is undefined. When you go into higher classes, then you would get a better understanding and better, a better solution for this answer, that why the answer of why when we divide any number by 0, we get the answer undefined. It's as undefined. And this is a very this was a very simple explanation that we just saw here, a very simple explanation for your standard, for the class which you are in. But when you would move to the higher classes, then there you would learn much more defined answer for this question, that why when we divide any number with 0, we get the answer as undefined. There are some people who say that, hey, when we divide any number by 0, then we get infinity. We get the answer as infinity, but some agree to this, but some don't agree to this. Okay, some say that yes, this is infinity. Maybe you would not have heard this term infinity, but when you go into higher classes and you will learn this term and understand this term, what's infinity. And some say that it is positive infinity, and some would say it's minus infinity. Okay, and some would say, hey, no, neither positive infinity, neither minus infinity. We do not have any defined answer for this, and therefore the answer for this particular question, that what would be the answer of any number divided by 0, the answer would be undefined. Okay, so this was a very simple or basic explanation that you could understand at your level or in your class. And thanks for watching.